Namaste, Jai Bharat. There are few things that one should not do in life at all. Number one, do not judge. Not only that you do not judge phenomenal world, but also, more importantly, do not judge individuals. Theoretically, most often, or in most cases, one is not sufficiently equipped with both ingenuity and perception to make a judgment on either phenomenal world or even individuals concerned who are in front of you. So this would mislead you. Actually, this will go to the extent of a self-deception, that you get an impression which you think is right because it's your own impression, and when your faculties of creating such impressions are erroneous, then that amounts to self-deception. That's not to judge. One should be careful. At least give leisure, give time before judging, or the best possible thing is do not judge at all. Take things as they are. Do not go for a judgment. That way you will be safe in your perceptions and understanding. The second is, which has much more gravity, is that do not take things for granted. Do not take things for granted. We do not know what is there in the next moment. So one should not take anything at all for granted. This especially goes in case of human relations. I took my parents for granted in my younger days. I was never conscious that someday I'll feel that they will leave me, and then I will feel that I have not sufficiently interacted with them emotionally, intellectually, whatever it is. That regret should set in when you take things as granted in relations. I have a friend, had a friend, now we are not in contact. He is from Perth, Australia. Much elder to me, but what brought us common is that he is also an air veteran. He was also in the Air Force. Me too. I don't remember whether he was a pilot or a navigator, but nonetheless he was a flyer. So those days he was much elder to me, and we were very close and we used to interact intensely. So I asked him, I wouldn't tell his name, not good. I asked him, there's nothing negative, it's only positive, but don't feel like taking people's name. Then I asked him once, he doesn't have a father. He told me he has a mother. I asked him, did you meet your mother last time when you went home? Then he says, no, my mother lives in New Jersey. I said, you had been to the States recently. Here, but I could not meet her. I said, what nonsense. You should have met her. You should have met her. Then much later, after 6 months, we met in the coffee club of a star hotel. He rushed to me and said, Doc, thank you. I said, what happened? He said, I met my mother, and after meeting my mother, 2 months or so, she passed away. Thank you for that. So, look at he's a very mature, very genuine human being. Smokes Dunhills those days. Very genuine human beings. So with me, see, normally, Europeans don't show up their emotions in public. But when you're intimate, all emotions comes out much more than Asians. So, saw me, he rushed to me, then we went for a walk, as usual, from this shop to that shop and that shop to that shop. So, don't take things for granted. We do not know what is there for us the next moment. Human relations, yes. There will be a point in time that one may feel that I haven't spent sufficient time with my parents, or I haven't spent sufficient time with my children, or I haven't spent sufficient time with my friends, because I was otherwise indisposed. or preoccupied, whatever. So here, in all these small cases, instances, in a way, that one takes things for granted, that they'll be there always for you. It's not the case. There will be people for you, and suddenly people will vanish, and you'll be lonely. You'll be left alone. So, on the one hand, one must be prepared to be endure that loneliness, which is an inevitable hazard, of course. One must be prepared, both mentally and physically, of course, if it is in our hands, to endure this kind of situation where you are left alone. And on the other hand, make the best of the time available to us. Time is always a moving phenomenon. It goes forward whether you like it or not. You just can't stop it. Suddenly you grow, and then you grow and you grow, and then you grow old. Then you will start growing down. Then if you feel like doing something, you just can't do it. The time is gone. So you can't hold on the time, but you can utilize the time. Make the best of the time to you. Make the best of the time when you can do things, when you can meet people, when you can maintain relations. But taking things for granted is akin to taking time for granted. This obviously it becomes scientific, and you understand it much better now, that you don't take the time for granted. Nothing is there permanent. The Buddhists popularized the Upanishadic theory of momentariness. They call it as Kshanikavada. Everything is temporary, and everything is momentary. See, the Upanishadic knowledge would speak of temporariness more, and from the temporariness, the Buddhists call as created the theory of momentariness. Momentariness. It is only the same. Everything is temporary. Nothing is going to last forever. So let's not waste the time that we have. Let's not waste the opportunity what we have. Where you have to do things, let's do it. Let's keep conscious about. Let's be conscious about things that we have to do, and then let's execute it. That so that at some point in time in future, there should be absolutely, in capital letters, no regrets. No regrets, no regrets. We should go like that. So we can meet again. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat and Jai Sri Ram.